All right, so now we're going to look at the sales data. I've got two different tabs for you to play with. But first, let's look at the product here. The product at current price is $2.79. It's a 24-pack of Glacier Mist spring water. Now, the idea here is you have monthly sales going back to 2013 for this product. Now, let's just canvas the data. I've got some blank areas here for you to play with, to practice your skills, things like that. Let's look at column F. This is the number of customers that bought that product. And this is the quantity sold in that month. So again, this is not the customer ID. Okay, this is not customer account number. This is the number of customers that came in the store and bought that product. So what you could do here is quantity divided by customer. And when you bring this out a little bit, what that's suggesting is in that month of January 2013, the average customer bought 1.09 units of that product. Now, we all know that that's impossible. You can't sell 9% of a product, right? But this is a good measurement that marketers use to determine, how is our marketing doing if we want to increase the number of purchases per customer. Let's say that Menards wants you to buy more than just one or two 24-packs. They might do something along the lines of buy 3, get 1 free, which in effect gives you a 25% discount. Right, you're getting 1 free after buying 3 of them. So what that does is it entices you to buy a third one. Perhaps you're a customer that buys one unit. Like let's say right here, they're not satisfied. Menards is not satisfied with this low number here. What they might do is they might say, buy one, get one 25% off, right? So that's not saying get one free. It's saying the second one is a quarter of the price, right? Or sorry, 25% off, so 75% of the price, right? So that could be something that marketers do to try to increase their numbers, right? So that's just a nice little metric out there, just to practice your division more than anything here. Margin extended. Now, you've used this many times, right? It's price extended minus the cost extended. But you do not have price extended calculated yet. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll take price each times the quantity sold. Okay. And we've got a big number there. Great. We got a lot of number for just one product. Now, we have to create cost extended. And when I do this, I like to keep them near each other for rhyme or reason. Okay. So now we're going to take the cost each times the quantity sold. And now we can do this. Again, you can bring this over. I'm just showing you for demo purposes how to calculate this. But you could bring this column over to sit nice and neat after cost extended if you want. But this is essentially the gross profit dollars that we're generating each month now. And you can now take margin extended divided by the price extended or revenue. Be careful with this because some of you made a mistake on this previously where you divided by the cost. No, you want to divide by the price. So you will get a decimal number if you do this correctly. Just drag down and it shows you, what your margin situation is like. And for fun, just remember you can do a color scales, things like that, to show, wow, look at the intensity here. We got some bad margin happening here. What's going on there? Well, those are the times where the price was $1.99 and such here. So and you keep going down. Well, 7. Wow, because our cost went up. Our costs actually went up. If you look at $1.75, $1.79, and now we're at $1.80, high 80s here. But we're still only charging $1.99 in those months. So our margin is really low those months. Is that okay? Is that acceptable by your company? I would argue it's probably not, because we have not calculated operating margin and net margin, right? So we're just focused on gross. Okay, the next thing here is it says unit of measure is per dozen, but because we canvassed our product, we know that it's a 24-pack, and what that means is this data is incorrect. We should put either 2 dozen and drag that all the way down, or should put 24 bottles, or just the word 24, or numbers 24 there. That's probably the best policy, is just put 24s there. Do we need east here? We don't. If we're going to keep this data separate, we already know that the sheet says east on it. Okay? If we wanted to merge this data, like bring this over into this one in one master sheet, yeah, we'd probably keep it so that we know that those sales are unique. Okay? Construction spending, I mentioned this. These are just macroeconomic indicators out there. So now we've completed the necessary steps here. Of course, we can go and concatenate. Let's create a new column here for quarter. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that briefly. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and make a VLOOKUP of the month because I made a key over in month to quarter that will just grab the second column there. Now, it's common in business that the first 3 months of the year are quarter one, second set, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, and then it repeats itself. Okay, that's a very common financial thing. So as a business student, get used to understanding that and memorizing that and understanding that, because you will see that a lot. So now we're going to do the concatenate function, which again is just combining two pieces of data. We've talked about that before. And so I'm just going to use this format here. I could certainly do something else. See how I got the January 2013 there? I could even do that left function that we've practiced once or twice before, where I'm taking the left of 8-2, and I'm only taking the first 3 characters. So now I've got Jan over there. Now I can do the same thing with year, but now what I'm doing, and this is very advanced. I'm not expecting you to do this, but I never lose an opportunity to teach you something. So now we've got Jan 13 all the way down. It's very clean. So if we wanted to do a column chart or any kind of visual, now we've got a lot less content, but it says the same thing, Jan 13. Instead of January 2013, now we got something very simple. So we can do the same thing here. Actually, if you notice, I actually switched them up by accident. So let's just fix that. Now let's do the month and the year here. Great observation there if you were following along. So now we'll do the concatenate, but this time we're going to do the quarter, and we will do the year. Okay. But again, let's just for fun do the right function for the 2 digits and go to town. Now this can be kind of goofy. So what I would recommend you do if this was a real project is I would put in the word quarter there, just because you're going to have a lot of digits, okay? Or perhaps not even that. That looks, we've got to put a space in there. But the point is, make it kind of easy on them, okay? Now, this might be perfectly fine. Let's just go with that. But just again, another shot at teaching you something and making you think through your data a little bit. I think this is best, actually, but I have a couple of other ideas. So now you can go ahead and make dashboards. You can go ahead and make some charts and things like that, some slicers.